Hey guys, welcome back to part 4, and in this part we're gonna go over custom cells that we're gonna use for our table view, and we're gonna use the data that we're getting through the API in order to render data on our table view. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. Hey, what is up guys? Welcome to part 4. Thank you so much for watching this far. I cannot believe it. Anyway, right now we're getting our data successfully, and the next thing that we have to do is to use this as a data source for our table view. So we can create an array of items, called items, like so, instantiate it, and now when we're done, we can actually say self.items equals items, and now we want our table view to reload itself. So when we pass, it should be a var, and when we pass it into our items, we want it to be reloaded, so the data will actually be shown. But we're not done yet. We have to call items.count right here because we want the number of rows to be the same as the number of items we have. And let's try it out by saying the text is going to be items index passive row dot user dot, let's say, display name again. Should be good enough. Let's run it. Let's see what's going to happen. And it is giving me an error. What is the error? UI pick I column background thread. Okay, I get it. Now this is because we are calling a UI based function on the background thread, when in reality you have to call it in the main thread. So right here, and by doing that, it is going to fix the problem, and we are hopefully going to see our text on our display name. Yeah, right. So this is all the display names that we are getting, and this still doesn't look quite as good as our previous one, as the original. So we're gonna fix that. We're gonna create a new file in view. We can call it user cell like so, and I'm gonna create a class called user cell, and this user cell is gonna be of type UI table view cell. I'm gonna call the init and just do the regular stuff, style or use identifier like so. I'm gonna keep it an error. Click on it, fix it. That's it, done. Now we are going to do the same right here. There's the deal. Private setup view, func, and call it background color crystal white, and again configure the constraints. Alright, but what we want to do here is we want to pass in the data, the item data, into this user cell. So we're using this user cell to create a custom cell right here. Instead of this cell, we're gonna create a custom cell with images, texts, whatever. And so we're gonna have to call a variable called data source, and it's gonna be of type any, because we want it to be as reusable as possible. And we're gonna have guardlet item equal data source as items, right? Else return it. And now we can go back to our StackExchange view controller. I'm gonna register, instead of the table view cell, we're gonna register our user cell, and we're gonna dequeue our user cell here as well. Alright, so we're gonna delete that. I'm gonna say cell dot data source equals the items index part of the row. So it's gonna put us into it's gonna put the data into the data source right here. I'm gonna pass we're gonna typecast it to item, right, like so. So the next step is going to be what do we have, the image view right here. We want to create that. Before we can do that, we are going to create a top container view for our header, like so, and we want to add it to the view, top container view. We're gonna put in our image and so on, and the header view is going to be this be the top anchor. Constrain it to the top anchor. I'm sorry, it's not P, it's a V. It's a view, and a view dot leading anchor gonna be the leading anchor. Same stuff for trailing anchor, and instead of bottom, we're gonna call height anchor, and with an NS layout dimension, that height anchor gonna have the multiplier for, let's say, 0.3, and so we can see it. Let's give it a background color of .red, like so. Let's run it. Let's see if it's working. We're not putting anything into this right here, but we're about to get to that. Let me see. As you can see, there is a red view right here, but the table view is still not really at the same size that we want it to be. So we can call a height for a row. Maybe return let's say, what am I gonna turn here? Let's return maybe 220. That should be good enough. Should be the same as our original app. Let's see. Does look good, but our header view is still not good enough for me. So we're gonna bump it up a little bit. Let's say 4.5. It should be enough. And now we can actually start doing things right here, because this is gonna be a very long one. Trust me. We want to be items plus item user, sorry, equals item dot user, and then want to have a let what was it, profile image. It's a user dot profile image. So let's print out that profile image just so we can see that it is actually being called in our code. So let's wait for that, and hopefully we will see the link in our string in our console. Yes, we are seeing a link in our console, and now I want to create an image view here. Let's say profile image view, like so, and create an image view variable here. Return the image view. Alright, and now there is a problem. We have a link for our image, but not the actual image. So what we can do is install a pod called SD-WebImage that is going to call the link and put in the image all automatically. But before that, let's give it a anchor call top container dot add Here we're gonna call the image view, the profile image view, and now we can say v center y anchor. Kind of want it to be at the center in our y-axis. Want to be the same as center y anchor, and this v dot leading anchor is going to be the same as the p dot leading anchor, like so, with a constant of 20, and the width and height is going to be just the same. So we have a nice square going on here. Okay, and this is the part where we go to hey guys, thank you so much for watching my tutorial. I hope you've learned something new, and as always, if you have any questions or feedback for the code, please ask me in the comment section below. And as always, keep coding. See you in the next one. Bye bye.